Let me ask you a provocative personal question. How do you feel when you wake up? And this is a deep one. And I want to start today's podcast with this idea. So, as I was going about my day today, I was just, enjoying every second of my day, and things just happened around me. So, today I want to talk about a couple of things, and use my day to day to show you how I am expanding my consciousness. So we are taking what would be like a completely regular life, but the ideas that I'm about to share in this podcast, these are so cool. It's like, well, it's just very cool shit. Very cool shit. So I woke up with a feeling that, wow, I just feel fucking good for no reason. And I was listening to some music yesterday, and found a couple of new tracks, and I put this I put this really cool house track. And since I'm recording my voice on a quality mic, I can actually put this track. Honestly, even like the idea for this podcast was to, fuck it, let me just put the mic, and I'm just sitting here just going about my life, and I was like, wow, I just want to capture a little bit and let you into my reality. So I woke up listening to this track. I was like, fuck, life is good for like no reason. I don't need to rush, I don't need to do anything. It's like I can just chill. So I put on this track. Let's check it out. Does it apply? Yeah, check it out. Yeah, so this is like a really cool track. As I was listening to it, I was like, wow, life is good for no fucking reason. And it was a Saturday, woke up like I feel like doing nothing. And this is the idea that I want to start with. So many people are fucking rushing, running. They are not happy. They think that something is missing or like whatever, right? And then you're just creating this mental prison for yourself. And it's just so interesting because I observe this every day. Like literally every day. I look at people online, I look at people in real life, my friends, my family, and everyone are thinking too much. And probably 99.9% of people are thinking too much, and they are using their mind against themselves. Because think about this. If you think that you have to do something, or if you think that you have to run, if you think that, I don't know, I need to take more action in my business, or I need to do this, do that, like not enough time, I'm like, this is what I call the mental constipation, right? As you know, as I was going about my day today and yesterday as well, just chatting to my friends, everyone is using their minds to, analyze the reality and to predict, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if this happens in my personal life? What the economy goes this way, right? I'm just making up examples, but you can put yourself into these shoes, right? So that's what I'm seeing. And it doesn't really matter how much money a person has. This is just something that, I'm noticing everywhere. I'm noticing everywhere. Um, yeah. Let me see. Honestly, this is like just a super chill podcast. I don't want to really follow any rigid structure, but I have a couple of points, and honestly, I'm already somewhere else. But fuck it. Okay, let's just skip something that I planned for this podcast. But I want to give you this another little story. So I have a snake, and the snake lives in the terrarium. But lately, I started letting it out, and I have a couple of plants on my desk, right? And she is like, she's choosing that plant, and she's staying there, right? So she has this terrarium, like it's really cool, but she's just stuck. Not really stuck, but the snake is living in that specific plant, right? For like 4 days. I haven't seen my snake. And think about this. The snake doesn't give a fuck about the reality. The snake doesn't give a fuck about the politics, economy, about how much views you have on your content, on your business, right? About how many, I don't know, conversions, like all that bullshit, right? The snake doesn't care about the KPIs in your business. The snake doesn't care about like a perfect strategy to, I don't know, make content, like whatever, right? And this is literally my state recently. So what I'm enjoying to do right now, I just wake up, I roll a joint, and I just go out because I live in the northern part of the Europe, so like that's like Eastern Europe, the northern part. And well, it gets pretty cold here. So every time when I see a nice weather outside, like it's not not snow, oh my god, sun, right? I'm like, wow, I just want to roll a joint, just put on some music and go out for a walk for like, I don't know, like 2-3 hours. Then you get sober again, and then you can do something. And I just look at people around. It's like you sense this energy from other people. Everyone is like rushing, everyone are like thinking too much. I'm just here, wake up, smoke a joint, just go listen to some music, just put on a suit. By the way, like I wear, it's not like a complete suit, it's like a separate jacket and trousers, but still like custom tailored, right? And this is my morning ritual. Like I literally just do this. That's like, for me, peak human experience. Like what else is it to do? If I had all the money in the world, would I rush? Would I really think about this? If you had all the money in the world, if you had all the time in the world, how would you design your day? And that's what I'm doing right now. Like I literally don't give a fuck about other people's opinions. Oh, like this guy is smoking weed every day. Go fuck yourself. I don't care, right? Again, like the discipline is also a form of mental masturbation, and this is actually this was the most one of the key points that I wanted to talk about in this video. This is actually not a video, but well, I'll put it out as a YouTube video and maybe somewhere else, right? As podcast, so you can listen in audio as well. Anyway, the point was that I chat to a lot of people, including people in real life, people online, my family, my friends, right? And everyone is building this fucking mental maze. Like you are doing so much mental masturbation. You are thinking about everything. It's like you're thinking, but not so much in terms of the results, right? So you think a lot, but you almost have like zero results. It's like a form of mental constipation. And all I want to say to, honestly, everyone, it doesn't really matter how fucking successful you are, because you can be like a millionaire, billionaire, fucking trillionaire, right? And you can still be a fucking bot. The amount of money doesn't really dictate how much freedom you have in this life, in this reality, right? I'm not saying that you should become like a monk, right? Not at all. But it's more like, I think a lot of people are afraid of reality in the way that you're trying to predict everything instead of just embracing the chaos, right? The moment that I allowed myself to chill more, my life didn't get worse. It's like it only got better. Think about this. If you didn't have all these how to say, if you didn't have any obligations, because technically you don't have any obligations. There's nothing that you are forced to do. There's nothing that you need or must do, because this is a form of toxic language that I call mental violence against yourself. I'm not using these kind of words in my reality, right? And as you go about your day, you might have thoughts about your life, your business, I don't know, like relationship, whatever. Like really, it doesn't matter. And the coolest point to be in is you just let your thoughts pass, right? Yes, if it's enjoyable, think it. But so many people are, you are, I don't know, maybe you're obsessed, maybe you like this form of like mental masturbation, mental violence against yourself. There's really no point about thinking about something negative. Do you know anyone, or do you know any person who got something from thinking about something negative, right? Do you know anyone who got good experience from thinking about something negative? Probably not. Me neither. So if you would just fucking relax, if you would enjoy the present moment, because let me give you this cool idea. Most of you think that the amount of success in your life is proportional to the amount of effort that you put in. What if I told you that you could live the life on your own terms, design your day how you want, design your business how you want, right? And then you just enjoy your day, and then you go and you get this one cool amazing idea, but just because you were relaxed, you didn't try to fucking predict the future or be sad about your past, like whatever is the thing, like any form of any idea, any thought that is not pleasant to you, that doesn't feel good, fuck it, don't think about it. That's like so simple, but most of you are just overcomplicating shit. You're overcomplicating life. It's like way simple than this. It's way simple than this. And I got some, a little bit unpleasant thoughts, but then, especially when I get a little bit high on weed, I'm like, I get a little bit more sensitive to the thoughts that I have, and sometimes I feel my unpleasant thoughts. It's a little bit more intense compared to when I don't smoke, right? Sometimes it's like it's completely chill. So allow yourself to just be and not think. Recently I got to this realization that I like to think. Sometimes it's really enjoyable to sit and think, I don't know, maybe I want to make a cool video, maybe I want to make I film, maybe produce some music, write a track, whatever, like something creative, or whatever is the thing that I'm thinking about. It can be enjoyable, but I don't like to sit and just mentally masturbate about things. I started loving chaos and just be in this present moment. I'm gonna give you this example one more time. When I look at my snake, she's just fucking present right now, right? It's either like, hey, it's safe or it's not safe. If you would just be present if you would be more present in this present moment, you would feel way more happy, you would feel way more relaxed. All the fucking problems that you perceive as problems in your life is just coming that it's coming from your mental masturbation. You are sitting, obsessing over something. I don't care if that's about your business, if that's about your health, if that's about anything. Be like a snake. You give too much fuck about your reality. You give too much fuck about opinions of other people. And I think one of the biggest things that I'm realizing chatting to so many people, even though that most of you say you're not afraid of death, you are fucking afraid like a pussy. Because if you were not afraid of death, you would not give a fuck. You would be so chill. But the reality and the system just has you by the balls like this. That's fine. I mean, suffering and mental masturbation is a choice, right? So the last point for this podcast, I want to present this idea to you, but not in the way of, don't look at it as something negative. So realize it, process this idea that I'm about to share, but again, don't use your mind against yourself. And this is the point. I mentioned it earlier somewhere in the podcast, but looking back at my life, chatting with people overall, 99.9% of people are using their mind against themselves. So you are using your mind to overanalyze, to, think too much. You are spending your mental energy on, sometimes we're going to go a little bit extreme. It might not be applicable to you, but you probably at some point in your life, you felt that. So, emotions like fear, guilt, shame, what else? These kind of emotions, right? Thinking about the future, thinking about the past. It's like, fucking chill. Just chill. Relax your ass. Because think about this. You can be butt clenched, but life will still fuck you. Right? So why not just relax? My favorite philosophy right now in my life is, if something happens, okay, fuck it. I'll take care of that. But I don't give a fuck about anything in the present moment. Why would I stress? Why would I, overanalyze? Why would I use my mind against myself? Any thought, any idea that you have, just question it. Does it help me, or is it something that is not really helping me? That is not helping me, right? Don't use your mind against yourself. If you want something, do it. If you don't want something, don't do it. Like, why do people make it so complicated? Why are you using your mind against yourself? It's so fucking simple. As I said, if it doesn't help me, fuck it. Remove that from your consciousness, from your focus. Start focusing on the things that are not giving you anything positive, any joy, right? And we have two last points to wrap up this video. I think a lot of people, they are also overly obsessed with this sort of like very high euphoria, happiness sort of state, right? And let me tell you this. Again, this is something that I experienced myself. It doesn't have to be this ultimate freedom. Not ultimate freedom, ultimate truth, I mean. But my favorite state in general, it is the state of neutrality. When you're neutral, it's this point of infinite potential. You can go up, you can go down, but neutrality is this like very, very stable point. And we could really just translate that to any area or like anything that you do in life, right? Let's say we take business example. Some of you bitches, you're so obsessed over the numbers in your business that you forget who the fuck you are, that you forget why you live and why you do what you do, right? You want to get that fucking next million, or I don't know, 100 million, whatever. The number doesn't matter. Most of you are just mentally masturbating to, you know, big numbers. You are building this, you are building a business, which in reality is this like fucking endless mental maze, which essentially is a form of mental masturbation. You're making it so fucking complicated than it should be, or than it could be, right? Another example, in relationships, people might get, you know, very obsessed over someone, and they start to, you know, attach their self-worth, attach, you know, meaning of their life to someone. I'm just giving you like a pretty personal example without specificity for now, but you know, this is something that happens to me, right? Well, you might worry about business, about life as well, right? But when you are neutral, I'm like, fuck it, I don't want to think about this. I got to the point where I don't give a fuck. I'm too lazy to think about negative shit. So allow yourself to be. Allow yourself to be. Anything that you do in life, you would benefit from just being more chill. You would benefit from just sitting and fucking staring in one direction, like in one point, like I do. Like I smoke a joint, I go out and I just sit, I just observe people, I listen. Really, as simple as that. Maybe get a snake. Snakes are so cool, by the way. It's such a cool animal. Like I love it. I love it. It's just so autonomous. It's not like a cat, it's not like a dog. Actually, like if you get a snake, it's going to teach you so much about life, so much about business. Okay, we've been recording for 22 minutes. If this message has resonated, then I'll see you in the spirit circle. You can find the link in the post.